Greetings, NASCAR enjoyers, and I decided to throw this race in as a bonus. This year's Arca Menard Series race at Lime Rock Park begins with Tristan McKee jumping from 3rd to 1st. Carson Brown and Thomas Anunziata fought to regain the top spot. Anunziata will be the one to take the lead from what I saw. The caution just came out for a broken pinion gear, man. That's the first time I've ever heard of that incident. But anyways, the race restarts with Anunziata continuing to lead. Not much is going on, so yeah, I didn't even miss out on much except for a caution and Anunziata taking the lead, although it's kind of a shame they didn't run the Kyle Busch throwback scheme. I'll explain that in a bit. As expected, we get the competition caution for the pit break itself. Everyone comes down to pit road. Also, Ryan Gemmel's in the race. Yes! He got an ARCA seat. I'm always rooting for Ryan Gemmel. Yeah, unlike the other guys in Ram Race for the seat, he's not a Nepo baby. He just came from experience. We also get a tribute to Gene McKell, who was the guy responsible for putting the in-car cameras in NASCAR. Rest in peace, Gene. You might be gone, but your legacy as the guy who invented the in-car camera will be remembered forever. Yeah, make sure you pay respects to Gene McKell, everyone. But anyways, the race restarts with Thomas Anunziata jumping to lead. I mean, what else was going to happen? Andrew Ranger and McKee have contact. Holy crapper! Andrew Ranger got to 5th. He's now in 4th. Ranger keeps getting faster and faster. He's now gotten to 3rd. Bowman is trying his best to get to the rear bumper of Andrew Ranger. McKee is not doing as well as he is in 7th. Anunziata continues to lead. Alex Club goes off, but no caution is thrown. Andrew Ranger takes 2nd, but he is far behind Thomas Anunziata. And another caution just came out. We also found out that it came out for debris. The race restarts with, yep, you guessed it, Thomas Anunziata jumping to lead. But Andrew Ranger is close by. McKee has contact with another driver. The battle is on. Andrew Ranger and Thomas Anunziata are side by side. Andrew Ranger is right behind Thomas Anunziata. He just can't seem to get past him, which is a shame considering that he's a Canadian guy. I'm always rooting for the Canadian guys. Carson Brown is in 5th. Yeah, I'm rooting for Gemmel. Gemmel gets held up by Alex Corley. Hold him off, Gemmel. Do not let Carson Brown get past you. Ah, crap, he got past him. Reeves also got past him. Even with 7 to go, Anunziata continues to lead. We also find out that Thomas Anunziata is an artist. Cool and good. He even drew a pic of Kyle Busch to honor his legacy. On the final lap, all Anunziata has to do is not make any hilarious mistakes and take the win. And just like that, Thomas Anunziata wins back-to-back. And Koga gets into the tire barrier right when the race has already ended. Yeesh. It's the first time I ever saw that happen, but anyways. The race was okay, although it would have been a lot better had Thomas Anunziata used that paint scheme. Yeah, there was some legal issues with the Mars Candy Company, and they saw the Reese logos and were like, no, we're not approving that. Man, I'm sorry, man, but that's just petty. I know that Reese and Mars Candy Co., I mean, Hershey's, the company that owns Reese, are rivals, but man, that's just petty. That's like the incident with Sprint and AT&T getting mad at each other when Jeff Burton had to sponsor an AT&T car because, well, AT&T acquired Singular Wires. Jeez. That's just petty. Yeah. It was a legal issue, so yeah. It sucked that he didn't get to run it, as it was a nice tribute to Kyle Busch. The race itself gets a 7 out of 10. There wasn't much that went on. Hopefully, the Truck Series race will be better than this one. But anyways, it is time to sign off. Thank you for watching. Catch you guys next time, and peace out. Greetings, NASCAR enjoyers, and welcome back to Lime Rock Park. This year's Luna 150 at LRP begins with Connor Mosack and Lane Riggs battling for the lead. Ah crap, Lane Riggs got the lead. As usual, Caden Honeycutt is trying to take 2nd from Connor Mosack. Honeycutt was able to take 2nd from Mosack. None of the Ram trucks are in the top 10. The good news is that this track has non-competitive pit stops, so there might be a chance that someone will pass Lane Riggs. So far, no one seems to get to the bumper of Lane Riggs. Look, I just want someone other than Lane Riggs to win, okay? Anunziata is on 4th. Here we go. Lane Riggs' lead gap starting to shrink. Landon Lewis got past Thomas Anunziata for 4th. Here we go. Honeycutt is right on the bumper of Riggs. Louis Foster is also entering this race. Even with 5 to go on the first stage, Riggs continues to lead. Ah, crap. Slimp in the number 62 trucks locks up. 3 Ram trucks are in 24th, 25th, and 26th. Man, they are not doing too well. Riggs is about to put them a lap down. Colin Brown holds off Riggs right when Riggs wins the first stage of this year's Leona 150 at Lime Rock Park. Yeah, it's crazy considering that he was about to go a lap down. We also get the same tribute to Gene McHale, and I already mentioned him in the ARCA race review. But anyways, every driver comes down to pit road, and these are non-competitive pit stops. And Ben Mayer has issues with his fuel pump. Dang it. It happened right when the race restarted. Anyways, the second stage begins with Riggs and Honeycutt battling for lead. Come on, Honeycutt, get past him! The battle continues to heat up, as even when we cut to commercials, we still catch up on the action. Lap traffic becomes an issue at Lime Rock Park. Muniz loses control, but no caution was thrown as he was able to get back to the track safely. There was contact with him and the number 5 truck driven by Graham Doyle. Seriously, Malcolm can't catch a break. Yeah, he can never catch a break, not even in his own show. The caution just came out as Ty Majeski went into the tire barrier. Ah, crap, he is not having any luck this year. Chandler Smith comes down to pit road. We find out that Ty Majeski loses brake pressure and the brake system start leaking. Man, it's rare you ever hear of that issue going on, but anyways. The race restarts with Riggs and Honeycutt battling for lead, and all of a sudden, a bunch of trucks wreck out and chaos ensues, which brings out the next caution. Man, not even Lime Rock Park is safe from the poor driver etiquette in the NASCAR Truck Series. Yeah, that is one thing I do not like about the Truck Series nowadays. A bunch of young guys try to wreck out each other because they want to win. Yeesh. Everyone wants to win the Truck Series, it's every man for himself. Connor Mosack got some damage done to his truck. Dang it, he destroyed the rear! Every driver that was involved in that incident had to come down to pit road. Lane Riggs also blocked a passing attempt from Landon Lewis, which caused the chain reaction of wrecks. Not even Ben Rose is safe. Jeez, cut him a break, man. The race restarts with Honeycutt and Riggs continuing to go at for lead. Riggs attempted to get past him, but Honeycutt holds him off. Yes! Someone other than Riggs is leading! Justin Haley is also in 10th, but he fell back to 12th, and just like that, Kid Honeycutt wins the second stage of the 2026 Leona 150 at Lime Rock Park. Here we go. We get our second pit stop, and like before, there will be no race off pit road, as it is a non-competitive pit stops. A few drivers stay out. The third and final stage begins with Friesen and Buescher battling for lead. Yes! Cole Butcher is in the lead! Can you believe that? And it's not like that he can't turn right, because he raced at Atlantic Motorsport Park in 2015, so he knows how to do road course racing. Oh no, we get another incident, but no caution was thrown, even though Chris Wright has wheel damage. The caution was still thrown right when Butcher fell back. The reason why it came out is for debris. And the race red flagged, but why? There wasn't anything worthy of causing a red flag. Well, aside from the oil damage, that is better off having a slow zone. Yeah. In Le Mans, that would be a slow zone, not a race stoppage. Anyways, after we get a red flag that wasn't needed, the race restarts with Friesen attempting to take the lead for Buescher, but chaos ensues after he gets taken out. Landon Lewis is somehow still in the race and battling Cole Butcher for third. Giro is in the lead. Landon Lewis takes third while Butcher falls back to 5th. Anunziata and Ruggiero battle for lead, and also Anunziata is driving a truck that is reminiscent of the HKS drag car, so yeah, it looks pretty cool. And the caution just came out as Chandler Smith stalled in the grass. Riggs is no longer in contention to win the race as he's all the way back in 19th. Oh no. Anunziata's truck catches fire during the Caution period. Just great, he can't even do the double. Yeah, he can't even do the freaking Lime Rock Park sweep. That sucks. Thankfully, he's safe. Because that was a fire, man. That was a bad fire. Riggs got some damage done to his truck, and he's not likely ever going to win this race. The race restarts with Landon Lewis at G. Ruggiero bound for the lead. Colin Brown is in 5th. Holy crapper, a Ram is in the top 5. Yes, I'll take it. Butcher and Brown battle for 5th. Colin Brown loses control, and Cole Butcher gets into the grass, but no cautions from him. Dang. Cole Butcher just can't catch a break, but at least this time he's still in the race. Klingerman takes 5th. I'm just glad that Cole Butcher has survived this time around. 3 drivers got into the grass. The caution just came out as Corey LaJoie's truck stalls. Ah, crap, here we go again. Cole Butcher and a few other drivers come down to pit road. But anyways, the race restarts with Ruggiero and Enfinger battling for the lead. Enfinger takes the lead. Landon Lewis takes 2nd. Holy crapper, Louis Foster went into the grass, but no caution was from him. Phew. Oh, it was close, man. Ruggiero and Honeycutt battle for 3rd, and Ruggiero gets into the grass when he gets taken out by his own teammate. Good lord, the driver etiquette is so bad that even your own teammate will take you out. Sheesh. On the final lap, the battle is on, and just like that, Grant Enfinger takes home his first win in this year's NASCAR Truck Series win and broke a 40-race losing streak. Wow, that is amazing! And you want to know something that is also just as impressive? It's also the first win that we've gotten from Chevy that isn't from Spire Motorsports, and it's from a smaller family-owned team. It's not a big team or anything. It's CR7 Motorsports. They have midfield equipment at best. And that, my friend, is a David and Goliath moment. Yep. An underdog team taking an underdog win, and the race itself is worthy of getting a 9 out of 10. So in my opinion, it was an awesome race, but it was way too long though. I mean, I didn't even get to exercise that much to burn off my sugars. Yeesh. It was attrition filled like any other NASCAR Truck Series race. I mean, when has a NASCAR Truck Series race ever not been attrition filled nowadays, especially with how bad the driver etiquette is? But it was worth it to see CR7 Motorsports in victory lane. And with that, it is time to sign off. Thank you for watching. Catch you guys next time and peace out.